Hello, my name is John, and today we'll be reading The Right Way to Do Infrastructure Spending by Stephen Moore in Investors Business Daily. This article was posted in December of 2016. Stephen Moore is an economist at FreedomWorks and a Fox News contributor. Back in the early 2015, oil and gas company ConocoPhillips requested a permit from the Obama administration to launch an oil drilling project in Alaska. The energy project, called the Greater Moose's Tooth Development, is located within the National Petroleum Reserve and would create thousands of jobs in an economically depressed area of the state. The project has a full approval of the local community and poses little threat to the environment in a sparsely populated region. It is a multi-billion-dollar jobs and infrastructure project with roads and housing and pipelines. It won't cost the federal taxpayers a penny to build. In fact, the royalties from the project will likely raise hundreds of millions of tax dollars for the federal government and the state. A no-brainer, right? Not exactly. For years, the Obama administration has tangled up the project in regulatory red tape. We are ready to break down on day one after we get the permit, a frustrated ConocoPhillips Vice President John Dabar tells me. We're going to employ nearly everyone up there, he adds. It still hasn't been approved because Obama hates fossil fuels. If Donald Trump is smart, he will greenlight the drilling project the day he enters office. Now multiply this story by several hundred at least. The radical green agenda of the Obama regime has for 8 years canceled, delayed, denounced, and disrupted these types of smart energy, mineral, and transportation projects all over the country. The value of these financially lucrative and job-creating initiatives, such as the Keystone XL pipeline, is in the hundreds of billions of dollars. Think about that in connection with Donald Trump's promise of as much as $1 trillion for new infrastructure spending. I am always asked, where will the money come from to pay for these projects, given that the government is already running near trillion-dollar annual deficits? We've all been looking at this the wrong way. Smart infrastructure investment in America doesn't require one penny of new federal spending. In fact, these projects can substantially reduce government borrowing and increase revenue inflows. All President-elect Trump must do to unleash the mighty spending of private, for-profit enterprises to give the companies and the localities the green light to build, to drill, to mine, and to invest. A new study from the Committee to Unleash Prosperity by Jackson Coleman, a former Interior Department energy expert, finds that the value of energy resources on federal lands could exceed $50 trillion. The federal leasing revenues and income tax receipts from developing these resources could reach $3 trillion. The Obama administration has held up at least 5 transnational pipelines that could create tens of thousands of high-paying union jobs. In the mountain states like Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming, dozens of major mining projects for urgently needed rare minerals have been bottled up by the federal regulators. Apparently, Obama would rather import these resources from China. Then there are coal plants necessary to secure our electric power supply. America desperately needs to build clean coal-fired plants to ensure reliable electricity to our homes and businesses. Obama has shut them down while bankrupting the industry. We also need refineries and LNG terminals to allow America to export more of our abundant shale oil and gas. Since we have the cleanest oil, gas, and coal in the world, developing U.S. energy is positive for the global environment and reducing greenhouse gases. There is one key distinction between private and public infrastructure spending. For-profit projects, by definition, must have a positive return on investment. Public infrastructure projects often have negative returns because they generate so little revenue. Think of the 70 billion bullet train in California that will carry very few passengers. Would any private company in its right mind ever build this rolling white elephant? Or think about the bridge to nowhere in Alaska, or the Obama investments in green energy projects that have gone belly up. Sure, we need road and bridge and airport improvements, but that isn't what is holding back growth. We don't need more public works projects. We need more private investment. For 7 years now, the economy has severely underperformed because business capital investment in factories, equipment, computers, tractors, warehouses, and laboratories has dried up. That's the real infrastructure crisis in America. Trump can fix that capital infrastructure deficit by simply giving permits to the myriad bricks and mortar projects, like the Greater Moose's tooth development. In other words, we can solve the infrastructure problem and lower the budget deficit at the same time. This video is a production of the School of the White Crane. My name is John Brooker, and you could reach me through commentary on this video and through my Gmail listed here. Please share this video with family and friends and on social media. May God richly bless you.